is day 1450 of the Arukh HaShulchan Yomi. They were doing your day Simon Reisha and Aleph, Seafood Base, to Yud Ches. Yud Base. Custom to the Tikkun HaKlaf is Yututo, the fixing of the cloth and its etching. Answer Shir Lishma is not for the purpose of writing Sefer Torah Kadashana. Come on, meaning I forgot the Ksiva Tzorch Lios Lishma. The writing has to be Lishma. Mekal Kom Tikkun HaKlaf is Yututo, nevertheless fixing the clay parchment and its etching. Sheina Elaz Marabama. Surely preparation. Answer Lishma is not Lishma. The as Maralab Milsli, the preparatory stages are insignificant. The Pitzchei Tshuva named Bnei Yoina says that the Sirtu does have to be Shema. Maybe concerned with the opinion of Rashi. This Rav is related as Mara Milsa. Rav holds as Mara Milsa. No, pass away. Even though the halacha is like the Torah, Minak Pasha, Pasha, the whites of Minak is so Sirtu for Tikkun HaKlaf, do the etching and the fixing of the parchment L'Shem Kedusha. But it's not this. Since we're getting Memhem base, you can't have Minak Pasha be a man. That was the whites were custom in their day. The Ayin Sham. Avagam Beget and Nogu Kain. And even get they have such a custom. Which goes to Rabbeinu Amavi or Evan has seen Kuflam Rav. Ayin Sham Choshkem Sivit Torah to Mezuzos and applies by get, it certainly applies by Stam Sivit Torah to Mezuzos. You can have a custom about Tshuva, La Goyin, Al Rosh Emu Lin Shma. The evidently one of the Goyim, I said a Pygon, I'm going to the Pygon, wrote Tshuva on, although it says Tshuva Ligon, not to say Tshuva Lagon. So I don't know who. About hides which are not worked for the purpose of the mitzvah. In Yesh for purpose, we should say the term Yeshchem Yichos Tachzir Reels Hadak Lidei Matuach. If you can put the hides, the dak is cloth, it says here in the brackets, to the parchment, to the matuach, to the stretcher, lavila see the shma and replaster them the shma. It says me ibu shma, so it's ibu shma. Akashana. Near the achibirusha. It seems that this is what it means. After the hide sits for 7 days in plaster, it shrivels. And then they stretch it. Because so he lays the davar and they tie the edges around something. But they seem to have to stretch out very well. But say the more time it spends in the plaster, the more yotzem lumen yotzes comes out wider. And after they pass that putting on plaster again, even after you worked, it came into Masida Shady slapping yoser, since with the second plaster it's going to get wider, that's okay. It doesn't mean specifically to pay a pad to wipe it with plaster. It still means to put it into the plaster. And then it just says that to put it back into the stretcher, even though that's not the primary part of the working of the hide. It seems that it means that it doesn't work just put it into plastic for a short amount of time. Rather, we'll put it in plaster for a similar amount of time. She's to the point that it starts contracting. It's going to have to be re-stretched. And bracket says, "Can you use that to be advantage?" This is what he thinks the pshat is. There's no evidence that doing the ibul lishma at the end is sufficient. Is a different ibul altogether. It's clear, it's obvious. The ibul raka the sin tochasid. Working the hide, tying the hide means putting to the plaster. And we talk shachaka, but the stretching afterwards, removing the hair, and the smoothing a primus with a pumice stone. And everything like that, lav klum, it's nothing. You can see in the seed shma in putting it into the plaster. Which he did these parts of shma, animal cloud. It's not effective at all. 11. The opposite as well. If the putting it into the plaster was lishma, and these things not lishma, it's not a problem. Sometimes after working the hides, they pour on them some white coloring. By days that klaf chalakum is here, and through this the parchment is smooth and shiny. Zoganke ain't meaning but it's really not part of the working of the hide either. Meshuchash legarme with sebazer, so I say ben aksav la klaf. Those concerned with this whitening of the parchment, they're making an interruption between the writing and the parchment. So it's not being written on the parchment; it's written on the white coloring. Because that's not a problem. So ain't bo mamoshes, but there's no substance to the coloring. Okay, yes, mamoshes, but the flip side is did have substance. But should be closely grow at seva. Be able to which you can peel off the paint and it's going to have substance to it. Vaday also the chabalab, so you can write it. They succeed like klaf l'rakal seva, so you're not writing a klaf, you're writing on the coloring, the whitening, upasul, and that's no good. That's a pretty news of neyoyna. Yesh rotzim machshir begvilim shir makom sheish stop lishma b'dan fake seika. Those who want the machshir parchments which are brought from a place. We're not sure if they worked the mitzvah or not, because it's fake. Shem and Asu Shema, maybe they're made for the mitzvah. Timtzi Lama Shlo Shema, maybe and we're going to say the word made for the purpose of mitzvah. Shemal Moshe Gon should be that Trish, Machshir Shlo Shema. Maybe also the story Moshe Gon says it's even though Shlo Shema. Florida cloud. It says it's not clear at all. Can't believe it's looking for a place in the possible Shlo Shema, since it's a clear halach and other posting that it's possible Shlo Shema. And also means a subject cloud. Can't make a subject of it. In fact, that you find a shita which is rejected from halacha. Then a subject puzzle. That's why, but subject it is a puzzle. I guess this part is not called part of tikkun haklav, which we talk about in the base. As we said, ikar dina is that tikkun haklav is not at be l'shem kedusha. Here it's actually saying that it doesn't be l'shem kedusha. So it's tikkun haklav and it's not the same thing as the plastering. Test about double power, it's clear she even though the Shen Kedusha Sevatar, Nisha Kashus Helo. If you did for the purpose of Kedusha Sevatar, it gains kashrus forever. V'av im yom archaka, Shabbat Dibur. Even if he says that he cancels his statement, they want to be the Shema. The Ratzon L'Chlab Al-Zeh Divrei Hedyot, and now he wants to write in this regular, everyday, mundane stuff. A divrei psul or something which is possible. Love, kum, it's nothing. Lo me that's the Hebrew vatal dibur. His later dibur does not count as prior dibur. The dibur should come back to dami. His first dibur like a deed. Came a day dibur and he's kadesh. Ma'aseh he put since by saying this sanctified the activity of working the hides. Have a dibur like a ma'aseh. This dibur is like a ma'aseh. As far as the custom of Husseinu, about it tastes so paragraph of the gittin, similar to loch of making a hide mushal gabatuma. Lo ma'amim kedusha. It's not like we saying kedusha in Messina. Small see how they used to have got the ma'aseh dami. We give money to a woman, even though it's like a ma'aseh. Come asi dibur batel dibur Rabbi Yochanan. The great Rabbi Yochanan, the dibur is about the dibur dichsa kavasei. And those like him look shlokish and not shlokish ma'aseh kamaitza. Words are giving the money is like a ma'aseh. Ain't Hashu nadan likmur kedushin. The Eretz Kol B'Toy by case where the kedusha is not complete yet. Shekit shlach alam yom because he married her. She's only taking effect after 30 days. Which costs Rashi. He's out sham. The Rashi writes there Reish Lakish. But here be ibud shimar ma'aseh de dibur dibur. But here by the ibud where the ma'aseh is concluded by the dibur of designation. How come ma'aseh concluded by it's like an absolute ma'aseh according to everybody. But if you machshava the tumah the truma the havik ma'aseh and even a thought which has to do with ma'aseh kabel tumah. And that's why that's the truma. It's like a ma'aseh. Shkein goes to Torah. Because that's the creed of Torah and Shom. Because shkein dibur shem ma'aseh nigmar dezeh. Certainly a dibur where the ma'aseh is completed thereby. Not sure exactly what he means by that here. I really don't. But okay. V'gam l'shar kalamar afilu she'ein a ma'aseh. You can't see here even if it's not afilu she'ein a ma'aseh to tim yad ma'aseh. Even that a ma'aseh will be moitzin de ma'aseh. Kabetuma shon like betuma. Then mishum hasan na ma'aseh ashniya v'atelis b'fayal mamish ma'aseh shon. Then the second ma'aseh really cancels the first ma'aseh in actuality. Kind of shasa come on here that's not relevant. Test like chosar bein abizayis or chaim simin lama base sif ches or chaim base sif right tablet tzivus fasa. It's best to verbalize Because he put the beginning of the work of the Torah Shul Mahabdo. He's doing a shade film for the purpose of doing a shame Sefer Torah, which is Sefer Torah Avo. In Ibro Shem Mezuzah, if you did it for the purpose of Mezuzah, Pasla, Kan Shono. V'im B'Sham Ma'alin and Tefillin, that's about Tefillin. Because Kedusha has Mezuzah, Kilomet Tefillin, since the Kedusha of Mezuzah is light in Tefillin. Choshkim Sefer Torah says light in Sefer Torah. Fichach Ein Moel Hibud, V'Shum Mezuzah, and for the tanning, for the purpose of Mezuzah, was not effective. The Yitzhak says Tefillin Sefer Torah, the Ryan is Tefillin Sefer Torah. Mel do anything but Sefer Torah, and that's also be true by Sefer Torah, which is Abba Shem Tefillin was being, the cloth was working purpose of Tefillin. Possible, it's no good lichtov Sefer Torah. Chaykas Rabbein Rama, B'darchei Moshe, Siman Zeh, Ayin Shom. More writes, Ein l'shol you can't, Asin can't keep to l'shem Sefer Torah. If you do work purpose of Sefer Torah, Echmut lichtov al Tefillin Mezuzas, how can you then use it, change your mind, put down for Tefillin Mezuzas, Homer reading Kedusha, so are you diminishing Kedusha? The B'zein Shechashash, that's not concerned. If you should rock as Mara Ba'alma. You have to take action and put it down because all it was his designation. Mutzah shows to the Kedusha Kal, at that point you're still allowed to go change it to light Kedusha. But according to mundane status, also shows you can't change it. Raxi says, Sham, whatever it's going to do, Prima Godim, the Chol Shalona Aseh Maaseh Begufa Klav, anytime no deed has been done to the parchment itself, except to write on it, because it's still called Asmona. Rak Tavi Asmona Gedoyah, it's a major Asmona. Zay Shabbat Tais Zukin Sanhedrin, Shalo Yistu Zed Zeh. And really that principle that it's Asmona, but not Asmona Gedoyah, but not just Asmona, answers several questions. I know some Menachos, Membez. Yudzai, the feast of Christ also told the also attached with Shedion. Of course, you can't write mundane matters or use a normal civil use. Worship to the shame as a kedusha, which has been worked for some holy purpose. Our payment is sleeping and a shame is sorry bazer. May serve him and not sure this. So the snippets of parchment for mundane matters. L'chein yavdu kol oros l'shem sefer Torah. So every one of the Gdolim Paskin, the Rebbe Kiv Eger Bentley, that they should tie on all the hides and they feel tega. But to stipulate the time to do it, they can change for a weekday usage. The nine money was a condition works in this. The Zel Kamaki Shal tonight, it's like consecrating something conditionally. They Shach Zel Breyer is not do with Breyer. That's Kiv Eger and Shuz Havetz Kishoni. And the time has to be meticulous about this at last house and stipulate. Like Cable Darkroom Kane. That's going to say that once this became the widespread practice, have a kilo heat new. It's as if they stipulated it. And the Milsa Shchicha Lev, Shchicha Lev, sorry, Milsa Shchicha, which is prevalent, based in Masna Lev, or based in, stipulates that implicitly. Actually, it's not famous. So it's not so happy with that. It's not sure we can lie that way, it was not explicit. You do the ches. Kate say, but how do you do the tanning? Brown shall avoid the mavir matzeh b'tkila. First you move the hair. Chacham mochin also the machne you salt it. Chacham mavdin also but chemically you work over the dough with flour. Chacham b'apza and then with some other type of plant. Chetza golnut I think it is. Chetza b'tem dvarim shekavsim mitzur or say similar which contracts the height and mechaskin and so on fortifies it. Zenia Kirkville makes the parchment called Gavil. Anything which is effective in tanning it is fine. So Shanatur says has to be worked over with walnuts. I'm ain't move about pussy you can't use walnuts, have a diphthera apostle, then it's diphthera, which is no good. Some would say they would see Chalana are using plasters, they're using walnuts. Doesn't mention at all salt and flour. The kuv must not be an impediment. So the bottom line is it has to be worked over well with things which contract the hide and fortify it so we can stretch it. Came before Medivir was see base. Space comes clear. Yes, you show those say but Shia Klaf Davka Mara Lovan that the clefts look white. Came heavier Ria may Karkum so you rook. So if you saffron water on the hide and it comes out green, don't have to see why you did that. Puzzle. There's a short chicken shots to place him. Which rejects this altogether. It's no source here. Maybe he says like a hair mitzvah. White is a sign of chesed. That's the minig oil. The Mikra Din and Maki, according to strict letter of law, the color is not an impediment, and we'll stop here for today.